Hello and welcome again to the start of topic 3. This is session 1 for topic 3, and throughout this topic we'll be dealing with spreadsheet applications. In this topic we'll learn the purpose of the Excel interface. We mean the Excel window because an interface is something that allows a user to communicate with a computer. The properties, which are things that belong to a spreadsheet, and I think changing the views needs no introduction. And we'll learn about a bar that allows us with quick access to commands. The purpose of the interface is to give you, the user, access to commands, allow you to instruct the software to perform a variety of tasks, and input data in an organized fashion. Excel is an electronic spreadsheet program that is used for storing, organizing, and manipulating data. An Excel sheet is a grid-oriented spreadsheet that is divided into columns and rows. Columns are named by letters and rows with numbers. The quick access bar is situated by default at the top of the window. The tabs directly below, which symbolize everyday cardboard dividers, and the ribbon directly below that. The selected cell has a green border and the name of the cell is in the top directly below the ribbon. The formula bar to the right of the name box shows the contents and formulas in cells. Once your computer is started up, from the desktop, locate a shortcut icon for Excel. If you don't have a shortcut icon, navigate to the Start menu and click. For Windows version lower than 7, locate All Programs, find Microsoft Office and locate Excel. Click on the Excel icon as shown. For Windows 10, simply click the Excel icon and the program will launch. Once the software is loaded, it will open in the back end, where you can choose to open a blank workbook or you can click on any of the templates. For this purpose, we're going to click on a blank workbook. Your spreadsheet will open and you have one spreadsheet. Cells are created at the point of intersection between a column and a row. Column and a row. These points are known as cell references. Spreadsheets are used to store, organize, and manipulate data to provide valuable information. Let's take a look at the columns and rows in more detail. Being an electronic spreadsheet, Excel is used to organize and manipulate the content in cells into rows and columns. Columns run vertically and are identified by column letters A, B, C, and the rows horizontally by numbers 1, 2, 3. Columns beyond the 26th letter of the alphabet are identified by two letters AA, AB, AC, etc. Cells, as mentioned, are created at the intersection point of the relevant column and row and are referenced by the adjoining column letter and row number, for instance A1. Cells are considered the storage box for data and can hold one piece of data at a time. Other properties in Excel is the cell cursors. Excel has 4 different cursor modes. The cursor is related to the way it looks on the screen when in a specific position. Select mode is the mode that gives you the opportunity to select cell contents. It is represented by a white cross, almost like a first aid cross. The click and drag is represented by a black cross with corresponding arrows and is used to drag the contents of cells to different destinations. Autofill by a solid block at the bottom right of the selected cells and autofills the contents of cells based on the selected cell contents. The resizing, a black cross with only the horizontal having corresponding arrows and is used to resize the width of an actual column and or row respectively. Now, using the cell cursors can be tricky and you may need good hand-eye coordination to ensure the pointer is positioned correctly to make sure that it is at the right spot to execute what you want to execute. Notice that when you point your mouse directly inside the cell, it shows the cell select mode cursor as there, D1. If I click on that, it's going to move my cell cursor to D1. When you stand on the bottom of the border that surrounds the selected cell, the cursor changes again to drag mode, just as there. In the bottom right hand corner is the block. This is the autofill, and the resizing, if we stand between the column letters, it changes to the resizing cursor. Columns, and for rows, if we stand in between the rows, it will give us the same. We will be working with this later. For now, it's about identifying with the modes and the cursors. Workbooks is a collection of worksheets. It is necessary in business to break data down and build it up again to provide valuable information through the use of calculations and formulas. There are so many different examples of workbooks and sheets that are created today. Budgets, balance sheets, production figures, performance measurement. There may be many times in which you want to change the way in which you view your information. The view option allows for 3 different types of views. Let's take a look at them. The normal view option shows contents as it is. It is the default view when Excel is opened. The page break view displays content as it would appear over several pages. The blue lines can be dragged to reduce the print area size. The page layout view displays content the way it will be displayed on a printed page. Navigate to the View tab, give it a click, and all commands relating to the viewing of your spreadsheet are on the ribbon. You can see that the group name for the default views is Workbook Views. So we have the normal view, which is the default view, page break, which in my case, when I click it, my screen will turn grey because I don't have content in my screen. Alright, once you have content there, it will show blue lines around it, and you can drag the blue lines to the sizes. Alright, and then we have the page layout view. When I click this view, it will show me the layout of my page, including my headers and also my margins that I've set for my spreadsheet. The Quick Access bar contains a number of default commands for quick access. Commands can be added and or removed from the bar as needed. This helps to quickly access commands that you may use regularly. Let's take a look at how we actually apply this. As you were shown, the Quick Access bar is located in the top left-hand corner of the window. Simply click on the drop-down arrow and choose a command to display on the bar. By default, your undo, redo, save buttons are all there. Alright. Once you've selected a command, it will appear on the access bar. So I'm clicking on the drop down arrow, and let's say I want new. I click on new, and there my command is on my quick access bar. To remove it, I can simply right click, click on remove quick access, and the command is removed. Okay. The position of the bar can also be moved to the bottom of the ribbon. This feature has been added to allow for ease of visual accessibility, depending on the height of your screen. This has to do with the ergonomics of computers to ensure that there's health and safety when using it. Eyes would be the most vulnerable in this case, and by changing the position may help in removing strain from the eyes. And that's a wrap for Topic 3, Session 1. Let's take a look at what we've learned. A spreadsheet is made up of a number of rows and columns. The points where the column and row intersect are called cells. The corresponding column letter and row number of the intersected point is called the cell reference. A cell cursor has 4 different modes: select, move, resize, and autofill. Spreadsheets or books views can be changed for ease of viewing in different ways. The Access toolbar has been included for quick access to commands used regularly.